Two of the very best bull riders in the world right here in Angelo on Sunday. For San Angelo Live, I'm Manny Diaz. Stetson Wright, the defending San Angelo Xtreme Bulls champion, along with the six-time NFR champ Sage Steele Kimsey, both the main focus to start the performance. But would they still be when it was all said and done? To Section 1, the Pete Carr Bull, Preference Heavy Metal, and Maverick Potter going toe-to-toe. Potter good for an 86-point ride right here in Angelo just a few days ago. This afternoon, notching an 84-point ride. Meanwhile, the defending Cent Shootout champ Levi Gray climbing aboard good-looking. The 21-year-old good here for an 81-point score. So how about the reigning San Angelo Xtreme Bulls champ Stetson Wright took on the Lancaster and Jones Bull. He reigns. It looks like there's going to be a new champ. Wright only holding on for 4.2 seconds. Nonetheless, still a young titan in the sport. Section 2 now. Remember Laramie Mosley on opening night? He was good for an 89.5. This afternoon, just a half point better, coming through with a 90-point ride on Royal Reel. To Section 3, talk about things getting sideways for Shane Proctor when he would feel the weight of Under the Influence. Yeah, not a good feeling. Proctor would be okay. A little later, check out this Florida cowboy, Clayton Sellars, taking on the Rafter H Bull Shagga. Look at him go for a solid 89.5-point ride. We'll see him in the short go. Section 4 now, Dustin Bouquet, the Ragin' Cajun Louisiana cowboy, also ranked third in the world in the Xtreme Bulls standings, showing us why with an 86.5 on Dragon Energy. Now to the six-time world champion, Sage Steele Kimsey. He was good for an 88 on Saturday night. This afternoon, the bull knee-deep going to the ground, which means re-ride. Later, in the re-ride, Kimsey going head-to-head with the Pete Carr Bull Bumblebee, but the champ unable to hold on for the full 8 seconds. On to the short go. 10 bull riders would enter, but only one would be crowned a champion. Corey Atwell giving it a go on Happy Days. The United Pro Rodeo Bull had other ideas. Watches Happy Days just punishes the North Carolina Cowboy. Atwell would be okay. Now to Clayton Sellars. Up to this point, nobody unable to notch a qualifying ride in the short go. Time for the Florida Cowboy to shine, and that he does with a 91-point ride on Soy El Fuego. Looks to be the winning ride with one more to go. Laramie Mosley up next, and with the chance to win it all in one ride up against the Bull Assault Weapon. But this Bull says not today, as Assault Weapon keeps a Laramie Mosley Xtreme Bulls title in the holster. Clayton Sellars crowned the second ever San Angelo Xtreme Bulls champion. With the win today, Sellars climbs 7 spots to 6th in the bull riding world standings, while taking home over 15 grand today. Not too bad. After the ride, I went one-on-one with the Florida Cowboy, presented by First Financial Bank. On year number 2 of the Xtreme Bulls here at the San Angelo Stock Show and Rodeo, Clayton Sellars is your champion, riding Soy El Fuego to a 91-point ride tonight. He scored an 89.5 against Shagga. He hails from Fruitland Park, Florida. Clayton, before we get into anything else, man, give me the nuts and bolts on how this one feels to win this one.
This feels great. It's kind of the heat of the season. It's starting to heat up a lot more. So to come in here and get a big win like this right before the heat comes in, it feels great, man. Going into it with all the confidence, this puts a lot of confidence behind you. So this feels amazing.
Now, this is a standalone bull riding event, which means we don't see anything else but bull riding. To get on this many, you got on, 2 bulls here this afternoon? To see this many bulls in one outing, what's that like for you?
It's cool, man. These are the best bulls, in the world, best bull riders in the world. So to come here and to see it all go down, at one place is really cool, and to be on top of it's even cooler.
I bet. I'm sure the payout's going to be a little bit better. Make the trip to West Texas a little bit sweeter.
Yeah.
All right, so we're seeing a lot of re-rides this afternoon, and we're seeing a lot of guys kind of just, I wouldn't say take their time in the chute. I guess we can say that, but it's taking a little bit more time for them to get out of the chute. Does that fare in favor of the bull rider or the bull, or does it vary? Explain that to me.
That's going to come down to the mindset of the bull rider. Whoever he is, we're all different, obviously, but there's a lot of young bulls today and a lot of shoot fighters. So, but it depends on the guy. He's got to get it right before he leaves there. It's a big stage. You got to get everything right. But like I said, it depends on the bull rider. You know, some guys can take them leaning, some guys can take them squatting, some can't. So it's completely up to them. Is it a disadvantage? 80% of the time, but there's that percentage of guys that can win under any circumstances. So, like I said, it comes down to the bull rider.
Wow. Well, you seem like a guy that likes to get his business done, get in and out of that chute.
Yeah, I don't like it in there. I know I'm comfortable there, but the winning's done outside, so I like to get out there as soon as possible.
Exactly. Well, the winning was done in this arena floor here at the San Angelo Coliseum. Clayton Sellars, our first Financial Bank Extreme Bull Rider of the night, scoring a 91 on Soy El Fuego and an 89.5 on Shaga. For First Financial Bank, San Angelo Live, I'm Manny Diaz.